Do I look spooky like this?
No, no, you
No,
don't look
I don't look
spooky to
spooky.
me.
Oh, okay, good.
Mm-mm.
Well, I wouldn't be spooky to you because you're secretly in love with me, you know.
We just talked about this. We just talked about this.
We did, and we're
Uh,
going to talk some more about it too. You said we want to catch up, right? We got to catch
I
up.
wanted to catch up with reality, not
Yeah, hey, dude, I'm as real as it gets, man. You don't get no more real with me, man. I mean, I'm hanging out with ghosts, goblins, UFOs, demons, angels. I'm hanging out with everybody. So, I mean, it don't get no more real than me, man. It just don't.
I can't
It
with
just
you. But
don't,
you know
man.
what? I'm here for it because uh, I am California sober.
You
So
are sober?
I don't drink
Holy
anymore.
shit! Wait, you're not high either? Really? You're
Oh
not
no,
high either?
oh no, I'm about to get high as a bitch. What are you
Oh,
talking about? I just
okay. All
yeah,
right.
I just don't drink anymore.
Well,
I've left the liquor alone.
I'm glad you're off the sauce, and I'm sure your
Thank
liver is
you.
too. So,
I'm sure
high
my liver
either?
and
Really? You're
pancreas
not?
are thanking me every day.
Yeah, yeah. Every
Right?
day, every
Every
fucking
day.
day. And as an orderly, putting on my medical hat for a second, I'm sure it's going to be better for you in the long run. Okay.
I would hope so. I hope it gives me at least 6 more weeks of life. You know what I mean? I'm
Well, I
kind
should
of
hope more than 6 weeks. Holy shit! That better.
gunning for it, you
I
know.
hope it'll be more than 6 weeks. Damn. But yeah, man. I mean, I am truly glad. Now I quit alcohol, drugs, and cigarettes a long ass time ago, and that really was over 20 years ago. So I mean, but and my wallet sure ain't missed that shit neither. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
talking about wallets, I
yeah,
was just on your channel
right.
and I saw the video you posted not too long ago. And I'm out of the loop. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know everything that's going on. The last time I left you, you and John were in pretty good. Y'all were doing pretty good.
Yeah, not
I
no more.
heard that you had got on the road and that you were
Yeah.
heading out somewhere. So can you want to like fill me in on what's been happening?
Yeah, well, I went out to John.
How'd you lose the property? That's the first. I don't even know what happened to the property.
Well, you know me, heart on sleeve, very trusting, very loving. And I got beguiled. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I got beguiled by these people, and next thing I know, they're my power of attorney, and next thing I know, they got everything in their name, and I'm stuck with nothing.
Who?
And then,
Who
huh?
are these people? What do
Well,
you mean?
they're these backers. They were just some backers. They're related. They're related to Tim Davidson, the guy I was letting rent a little spot of my land to. And
Mm-hmm.
they come up and yeah, man, we'll help you with your liens and shit. Well, the problem is that they ended up taking everything I had. But oh well,
Did you
too trust.
accidentally sign everything over to these people?
Well, so we see when somebody's your power of attorney, they're practically a god. Two things you must never do:
How
never
did
have an
somebody get the
executor.
power of attorney over you?
Well, I'm getting to that, but never two things you must never ever do, folks. Never ever, and I'm being serious about this. Never ever have an executor, and never ever have a power of attorney, because they literally have the power of a god. They can take your finances, they can take your property, they can take anything, and there's not shit you can do about it. Not a damn
Hmm.
thing. Especially an executor, because the executor can go right in there, right into the fucking bank and close your bank account down and transfer it all into his bank account. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. So
Okay, but
please,
explain to me what
people,
happened. Like how did you? Because everything was in your name. You're
right,
the heir to the estate. Everything's in
right,
your name. I
right.
figured the next time I heard from you, you were going to be collecting rent. Like how did we get
Well,
from?
see here. Well, okay. Gosh, I'd have to back the train way the fuck back. But okay,
Gone for a
basically,
while? Yeah.
all right. See, I don't know if you were aware. Well, yeah, you claim to be from Kentucky, so I know you know this term, shirt tail relative.
Yes.
You know that term? All right,
Mhm.
very good. All right, so I had a shirt tail relative. They come into court with a fake ass will or an old will, either way.
Oh.
And now, oh, we're the executor. Give us the executorship. And the next thing I know, he's over at the bank cleaning out mine and mom's bank accounts. And he goes to mom. He takes
What
mom,
was in
shoves her. the way that you're gonna love this. He shoves her in a nursing home and on the guise of renovating her house. And I'm like, oh, okay. Steals her jewelry, steals her guns, takes her lawn equipment, takes everything she's fucking got, and takes my guns out of my house. He had his two boys come and take my guns out of my house too. Runs off down the road with them. Huh?
This is like way before she passed.
Yeah, this is before she died, right?
Yeah.
And so she calls him up on the phone with it, and the house is packed. All right, the house is packed with people, so he can't deny it. He can't deny this because the house was packed with people, and he was on speakerphone. And she asked him, and plenty of witnesses, and she asked him. She says, "When are you giving me my stuff back?" And he says, "Never." Click, and hung up in her ear. All right. Now, at that point, he's not an executor. At that point, he's committed grand theft, right? Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he's committed grand theft. Okay. And it gets, it gets better than it, but it kind of doesn't. But anyway, all right. So fast forward maybe a week. And I'm in a different religion now. I don't know if you're aware of that. Are you aware of that? Oh,
I thought
okay.
you still pray to the unnamed gods.
Well, the unnamed gods now have a name. It's called Freedom Religion. And so I'm, Freedom Religion's where it's at. Everything else sucks.
No,
everything else sucks.
Stop. Listen. Stop. I'm with you. I'm with you with your unnamed gods. I'm with you because, hey, who am I to tell you what to believe in, right?
Right.
But now you're telling me that your gods have chosen a name, and after a millennia,
I give them 5 choices. I give them 5 choices.
You gave the gods choices for a name.
Yeah, I said. Well, listen to the conversation, all right? Because they did. You're right. They didn't want to give a name. They didn't want to give a name. That's true. Yeah. They didn't want to give a name because they won't even give me their names. They won't even tell me what their names are.
How did you give them names? Like, I feel like, because we've asked you before, can you just give them a name? You said no. The gods want to do that.
No, not personal names. No, absolutely not. No. But here's the thing. Okay, here's how I approached it, and they agreed with me. I said, look, if I'm going to get out there and be your emissary, people's going to ask me, what the hell's the name of the damn religion? I got to tell them something. And so I gave them 5 choices. Okay, 5 choices of names. They chose Freedom Religion, not me, because I had a lot of people coming to, well, Vaughn, you're a patriotic American, and that's why you chose it. I didn't choose it. They did. But here's why they chose it. They chose it because they said, our purpose is to set the world free. And so that's why we chose the name Freedom Religion.
Okay, but why is it in English?
Why is it in English? Because as goes America, so goes the world. What? Anyway, yeah, that's a phrase. You'll need to Google that. Anyway, so the thing of it is, anyway, getting back to my story. Okay, so he cleans out her bank account, cleans out her house, takes everything me and Mom have.
Yeah.
Steals my stuff. Like I said, me and Mom even had a joint bank account, cleaned that out. And I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta sign off on that shit, don't I? And the bank said, nope, he can take it. I'm like, that is so fucking wrong. If there's a joint account, both people should agree on if any money is removed from that account. That should be mandatory. That should be common sense. But no, they said, no, he can take it. And I'm like, fuck, that's fucked up. That's messed up. Anyway, so now I'm sitting there brooding as usual because I ain't got no fucking money. And then they spoke to me and they said, we will give you a victory. And I'm like, okay. And they said, you go into court and you say these words. And so I went into court. I stood in front of the judge, looked her right in the eye, and I said these words. I wish to see all of the wills that don't have him as the executor. And the judge, as if snapping out of some kind of mesmerizing thing that she was in, she says, you're right. You have every right to see all copies of the wills, past, present, and future. I said, thank you. So they go searching for the will. And lo and behold, what do they find? Oh,
What they find?
find out that I'm the damn executor, not him. He hadn't been executor since 2015.
So then
So he
how did
lied.
we get from you being the executor to no longer having the property? Help me.
Well, I'm getting there, but you got to set it up, right?
Oh my
So,
God.
so, so, so we finally established, yes, I am the executor. He lied in court, committed
Mhm.
grand theft, committed grand larceny, committed fraud,
Yes.
right? And so, the logical thing to happen is the bailiff comes over and says, "Hey, yeah, come with me, motherfucker." And well, you know what? That shit didn't happen though, did it? Not one person was put in jail. Not one of the Frosts was put in jail. Fined, nothing. And my stuff was never recovered. I was never given any of my stuff and my mother's stuff back. Now, in the midst of that, Larry Frost takes mom and has her go get the shot. You know what I mean by the shot. We can't say it over
Yeah,
YouTube, but
don't
you know what I
say it.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't allowed to say it, but you
I
know what
don't
shot
need
I'm
those
talking about.
MK Ultra problems. I don't
Right,
need
right,
those
yeah.
problems.
And so MK Ultra is funny you mention that because that's involved too, but we'll get to that in a minute. Um, and now why did he do this? Oh, because he had bugged my mom's house with cameras and microphones and heard everything, every conversation, every private conversation me and my mother had. Well, you know what?
Mhm.
That is a violation of federal wiretapping laws. But nobody decided to throw Larry Frost in jail over it. I don't know why, but they just didn't. A lot of people making federal offenses here, but nobody's going to jail. I wonder why that is. Anyway, moving on. So he takes her to go get the shot with obvious results. I mean, we know what happened up there in New York when Governor Cuomo gave them all the shot. They all expired, right? So we knew what was going to happen. I knew what was going to happen. And see, if I'd have known what he was doing when he scooped her up and took her off the property, I would have said, "Hell no, you ain't." But see, I didn't know what he was doing until it was too late. Now, why did he do that? He did that because he overheard my mom becoming lucid again. See, they had doped her up with this drug called memantine, which is a drug for dementia.
Yeah.
Now, the drug is a very powerful drug, and it's a very good drug if you really have dementia. But if you're a normal person and they give you this drug, what happens is that it fucks your minds up to where you don't know shit. You don't know what the hell's going on. Okay.
I already know how they took your mom off the meds. They got her to sign a new will. Like I remember that part.
Oh,
What
you
I'm
remember that?
I remember that part. Like the last time I left you, you were in the house. You
Right.
had the trailer. You
Right.
were fine. You were
Right.
eating your little meals and your
Right.
what like the little microwave
Yeah.
White
Yeah.
Castles and stuff. Like
Yeah.
that's where I left you. What I'm
Right.
trying to figure out is how you went from White Castles in your own place to backpacking across America.
Okay. Well, here's what happened. What happened was dummy me being giving everybody a chance and all that. What the Frosts had done, they were bringing people to me to be renters, and then the renters wouldn't pay no rent. Okay, and then when they didn't pay no rent, I didn't have the money, or enough money rather, to take them to court and get rid of them and get a new renter. And they kept sending me renters that were working for the Frosts and were refusing to pay rent. They would pay like 1 or 2 months rent, and then the third month they wouldn't pay, fourth month they wouldn't pay, etc. Okay, and all the renters were told by the Frost, do not pay rent after like the third or fourth month or whatever. All right, and when they couldn't pay, or when they didn't pay the rent rather, then that left me short of the money I needed to pay the taxes on the properties. And so the property liens went into default at that point.
Okay.
And then Todd Malicote, your favorite troll, comes in.
I love Todd.
Well, you ain't gonna love him after this because he totally screwed everything up.
I
What he
dare you
done?
to make me hate Todd. I dare you. Go ahead.
It's going to be easy because all the
Okay.
trolls are against him now, all of
Okay.
them.
I'm listening.
But anyway, so he comes in, makes a big brouhaha over these damn liens all over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'm sure that got wind to the Frosts, who got wind to the Haydens, because the Haydens have always wanted that property. They come to
Uh-huh.
me one day and tell me to sell it to them, and I didn't at the time. Maybe I should have now in hindsight. But anyway, it comes to me. Comes to me and says, "Yeah, man, I'll buy that. I'm going to buy your liens." And I said, "Why?" And just a big brouhaha over these liens. And and of course, like I said, it got the Heightons across the street involved, and they all bought my liens. Okay. And there's all this talk about, they're gonna let my estate go into default, and then take me in my entire estate and all that, and make things a living hell for me, as if I wasn't already in trouble with no inheritance to live on and nothing. Right? It's all been taken. So Todd makes a big brouhaha about it, and started all this. But see, here's the problem. When he went to the clerk's office, made a big show of it, went to Larry Frost's house, made a big show of it, flashed the liens in front of the camera, and basically being a horse's ass. I mean, ask the trolls. Even the trolls will agree. And he just total ass about the whole damn thing, makes a big deal out of it. But see, here's the problem. When he did that, he didn't just put a spotlight on my liens. He put a spotlight on the liens on everybody in the state of Kentucky. Okay, so I imagine there is an army of motherfuckers. So I am imagining that there's an army of motherfuckers that want to kick Todd Malicote's ass right about now. Okay,
who the fuck is Todd for him to think the entire state?
The entire state, yeah, the entire, yes, the entire state.
Who's Todd? Who is he? Steven Seagal of tax liens?
He is, dude. Look, when you go in there and make a big deal about them land liens, it doesn't just affect Clay County. It's for the whole goddamn state. Okay, so when he went in there and made a big stink about it, it put everybody on the spotlight that had backed up liens, not just me. It put everybody. Okay. And so now, so he not only got me in hot water, he got everybody that had backed up liens, because Clay County is a poor county. Hell, Kentucky is a poor state.
I know.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So it was nothing for people to leave them liens in there and just pay them off whenever they could. And everybody was fine with that. Nobody made a big deal about it. Well, they are now, because now there's a spotlight on the shit. Right. And so now, like I said, I imagine there's a whole army of motherfuckers in Kentucky that want to kick Todd Malicote's ass, because their liens, which were sitting pretty, they were paying on them. Nope, can't do that shit now. Now you got to have payment in full, motherfuckers. So Todd has put everybody in a fucking ringer. Not just me. He's put everybody in Kentucky in a ringer that had outstanding liens. All right. And Todd even, well, wait a minute. Todd even doubles down on, yeah, maybe I'll go back to Kentucky and buy everybody else's liens too.
I mean, he talks a lot of shit, but he's not.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Yeah, but he flashed the papers. Okay, he made a special trip to Larry Frost's house to flash the papers. Live on Larry Frost's show. Okay.
That's a pretty interesting situation.
Yeah, that's a pretty fucked up situation. And like I said, there's probably an army of motherfuckers waiting to kick his fucking ass. Because, now their liens are in trouble. My liens are in trouble. Everybody motherfucking state of Kentucky. Like I said, when you go into that clerk's office, it ain't just for Clay County. That's for the whole goddamn state. Well, anyway, make a long story short, the liens, they got the lien, the neighbor got a set of liens. Todd Malicote got a set of liens. And then the backers show up. We'll call them the backers. That's what I call them. I call them the backers. They show up and they said, hey, we'll buy this middle property between you and Frost, and we can give you 10 grand for it, and then you can pay off the liens. And I said, that sounds like a plan. Okay, so we do that, and I get the 10 grand, and I use it to pay off the liens. Everything was cool. Well, she's like, well, the Frosts have bought the double wide. And I said, they can't. It's in an estate. They can't break up an estate. Even the Frosts can't do that. Even fucking Stivers can't do that shit.
I don't know who Stivers is.
Robert Stivers is a congressman posing as an attorney for the Frosts and for the backers. Okay? Stivers is the one that left me starving in my single wide with no food, which has to be a fucking...
How did he leave you starving? How did an attorney have to do with you?
Because he's a congressman, honey. He just called up there to London and said, yeah, turn off his food stamps. And they did, because they're going to do whatever a congressman tells them to.
Did you renew your food stamps?
I had to jump through a whole shitload of hoops to get my stamps.
Everyone does. Everyone does.
No. You don't understand. I couldn't just go to my office here locally and go get my stamps. I had to call London, and then they had to call their boss, which was where Lexington, I think it was. Okay, just to get my stamps turned back on. Okay.
Okay, so you got them back on. Then how did they get back on?
I did get them back on, but not after I almost starved to death. Now, as you know, I had a good little dad bod going, right? I was 250 pounds. All right. When the whole thing was said and done, I was down to 218 pounds.
I mean, that's not bad.
It's not good. Yeah, but it was some.
That probably gave you an extra 6 weeks of life.
Well,
you know
maybe
what I mean?
so, maybe so. But I mean, the thing of it is, I was starving to death. See, here's the problem. Okay,
it would take more. I'm sorry, Vaughn. I'm not gonna let you go through this. Listen, I'm all for it, but it would take more than like a week of not really having food for you to starve to death.
Oh, honey, this wasn't a week. This was months.
You did not go months without food.
Yes. Because yes, I did. And here's what happened. What happened was I'm starting to get delirious. All right, I'm starting to get delirious. I'm about ready to pass out.
What were you eating for all these months?
I wasn't. Every now and then, I would be able to go to London, and they would give me a care package with some spaghetti in it. But that was it.
So just like basic spaghetti, maybe beans, rice, like this.
Yeah, something like that.
Care packages and stuff like that.
Right, typical care package, right? So, but I wasn't able. That last few weeks, I wasn't able to get up to London because hey, I ain't got no money, and I ain't got no gas, and I ain't got no electricity, and I ain't got nothing at that point because they shut it all off. They shut off my water, shut off my gas, shut off everything. Yeah, now you say, well, Vaughn, you have gas coming out of the well. Yeah, but they got to shut off over there. They can shut it off. Anyways, point made. All right, I'm sitting there. I'm delirious. I'm ready to die. That's the truth. And then out of nowhere, this big ass fucking Bigfoot truck comes in the driveway. Solid white. Not the tires, of course, but the truck was. Going a Bigfoot, with the big ass tires and shit.
John touched you?
Hang on. Comes in, the Bigfoot truck comes pulling in the drive. All right. Now I'm already delirious, ready to fucking croak. Can't fucking hardly know my own name even. And they pull in, and these two big fucking bruisers get out of the truck. And I'm like, oh shit, here comes the beat down. They already got me down. Now here comes the beat down. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm like, well, fuck it. I might as well go out there and face it like a man, right? So I go out there.
Why is your first response somebody's coming to beat your ass?
They want me dead, fool. What do you think? What do you think it's 25 fucking years of shit's been all about? It's been about killing my ass. That's what it's always been about. What it's always been about. All right, anyway, moving on. Okay, so I go out there. I said, well, I might as well face it like a man. So I go out there. And remember, I'm half delirious any fucking way. And I go out there. And these two big bruisers, one of them comes up to me, and he's got this big ass white box in his hand. And he said, in a real fucking deep voice, he says, I was told to give you this. And he hands me the box. All right. And then they get in their car or their truck, their Bigfoot truck. Bigfoot's the only thing I think of. Big tires, the huge fucking tires. They get in that truck.
Pickup truck.
Yeah, it's got the lift kit and the big ass tires, the whole shooting match.
Yeah, she's sitting on a kit. Yeah.
So I've got this box. Now remember, I'm half out of it any fucking way. I got this big ass box in my hand, and it's like, oh fuck, I forgot to thank them. I turn to thank them, and they're done gone. They're done gone. I go, oh shit, I didn't thank them. But anyway, I'm half dead, walking in the house with this big ass white box. So I get in there, and enough sense comes to me that I'm able to open the damn thing. I open it up, and it's a Huddle House meal. And I mean, and I know you know what Huddle House is.
I
They
love
got the,
Huddle House. They're the
yeah,
best.
so and it was the biggest fucking Huddle House box I'd ever seen. I hadn't seen one this big. But in the very center of it, they had this round steak, man. This fucking big around and that fucking thick right there, right in the
Mhm.
fucking middle of that shit. Then they had hash browns, mashed potatoes and gravy. They had fucking French fries. They had peas. They had corn. They had, I mean, everything, ham. They had turkey. They had, I mean, it was packed, dude. It was packed. And of course, I ate every bit of it because I was starving to death. And um, I finally was able to get my strength after that, and be able to pull myself back out of it. But man, if those guys had not shown up, we wouldn't be talking right now. That's the truth.
I mean, I'm happy that they did. And I want to explain something to you. If Grampy Lobster didn't show up in my life, we wouldn't be sitting here together. So, can I get you to just tell him thank you?
But now, wait a minute. You're gonna have what? What? Hold on now.
If
You're
it
gonna have to
wasn't,
elaborate. You're gonna have to
if,
elaborate on that shit.
no, really think about it. Really think about it. If it wasn't for Grampy Lobster, me and you would have never talked. We never would have met each other. We never would have had fun conversations. So you have to thank Grampy Lobster for all the fun that you got to have. He did that. Like he
Well, you
did
can.
this.
Well, you can thank him yourself. He's still alive. He ain't dead. I mean, they fake deaths all the time. He ain't dead. I mean,
He's
look.
like, what? What is he living in
Look,
Aruba?
hold on. Chang 13 is dead. Chang 13 is dead. And then about a week or a month after he was dead, I get this email from Chang 13, and cussing me up a blue streak with a fucking video, all he did was change his name to Bullsnet. He was
so,
still
so
alive.
you, so you're telling me that Grampy is still out there
Fuck
somewhere?
yes, I think absolutely, I think he is. Have you seen an autopsy? Have you seen a coroner's report? Have you seen an obituary column? Have you seen anything to prove that he's dead? Anything at all? I haven't. It's just
I,
like Larry Frost. They're saying Larry Frost is dead. Okay, great. Show me proof. Show me fucking proof. Ain't no proof out there. Ain't no proof he's dead. It's all talk. It's all bullshit until they prove it. Ain't
I
proved
mean,
shit to me. Ain't
I
proved
would
nothing to me.
want, I would want nothing more than for him to be, you know what I mean? Like I would want nothing more than that.
Right.
It'd be so much fun. That would be so much fun.
Well,
Legit.
I
It would
don't
be
think
so
he's
much fun.
gone. So, I don't think he's gone. I don't think Larry Frost is gone. I don't think none of these clowns is gone. Because, like I said, man, Chain 13 is dead. And then, like I said, about a week or a month later, however long it was, I get this email from this dude named Bullsnet. And it's a video of Chain 13 cussing me upside and one down the other. And they're like, well, shit, he ain't dead. He just changed his name to Bullsnet and kept on trucking. So he wasn't dead at all. No. So do I think these other fuckers are dead? No. No, I don't. Now, granted, Larry Frost is like 700 fucking pounds. He gives Shanny a run for her money. But I mean, still yet. I mean, Shanny's still alive and she's
Don't
fucking
talk
huge.
about,
So
do not, listen, I did not come back on the internet to talk about the behemoth, okay? Like, that is, don't drag me into that. I'm doing well. I'm doing very good, okay? I'm not, no. Um,
well,
you're
now
in,
I got some new friends, right?
oh God. Okay,
Oh yeah.
before you tell me about your new friends, I need to go procure a lighter. So call me Prometheus as I go grab fire. Uh, I'm gonna allow
Well, now wait a
you,
minute. Now wait a minute. Hold on. Wasn't
yeah,
Prothemius? How?
Prometheus.
Yeah, thank you. Wasn't he chained to a fucking mountain and a raven was eating his heart out every
After
for
he
all the
got
time?
caught for giving people fire, yes.
Yeah, that's a pretty shitty way to go, isn't it?
Well, thank God my liver's damn near gone anyway.
Well, yeah, you got a point there. Okay, well,
I'll be
all
right
right,
back, John.
all
Piece
right,
of
dear.
shit. You're such a and talk. Can you
I
talk to
still love you. I still love you. I'll always
just
love you. You know that. You know I ain't gonna never stop loving you. So quit.
talk to the chat and be on your best behavior?
I'm not
I'll be
talking to the chat because I don't see no chat at all. I don't see
well.
shit.
Just talk to your camera. Tell them how you're feeling. I'll be right back. It's your show now. It's the Vaughn show for a second. I'll be right back.
All right. Okay, so here I am, folks. Gonna have to put up with me until she gets back. Let's see, what shall I talk about? Oh, we're 30 minutes in already? Damn. Let's see, what shall I talk about? Well, as she said, I'm on the open road. I'm on I-40 heading to Arizona. And so I'm out and about. It's been what a long, strange trip it's been. To quote the Grateful Dead. And so yeah, I'm out on the road for 40 days. Last night in Little Rock put me in a haze, and it did actually. It did actually. Little Rock did put me in a haze because if I'd have pulled off on Little Rock and tried to get back on the 40, I wouldn't have been able to. I'd have had to get on 30, and that would have thrown me clear out in the middle of Bufu. So yeah, I zipped right on through Little Rock. Didn't have no choice because I didn't want to take the chance on getting stuck on I-30 instead of I-40. Because as long as I'm on I-40, I'm golden, right? Because I-40 takes me right into Arizona, right into the heart of it, which is exactly what I want. So, being the smart man, I said, oh, wait a minute, this shit's switching over to I-30. Fuck that noise. So I stayed on 40 and zipped right through Little Rock and right out the other side. So there we go. Kudos to me for being smart. But anyway, there she. Well, that was fast. Shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, but
I
yeah,
just had to light it.
yeah. So I had to zip through. Little Rock. So because I sure as fuck didn't want to get on I-30 because that would have thrown me. God
Where
knows
are you right now?
I'm on I-40. Well, I'm not on I-40 right now, obviously, but I'm on I-40 heading to Arizona. That's what I'm doing.
You're heading to Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather head to your house.
We were talking about you can't come to my house, Vaughn.
Why?
You can't come to my house.
Why? I was in the roughest part of New Jersey, and I survived that shit.
Where do you think I live?
I don't know where you live. I have no idea.
Why do you think that is a? What do you mean you lived in the rough? What do you think I live in the rough streets of? What are you on about?
I don't know where you're at or what you're doing, man. I don't know what last thing I know, you was in Kentucky chilling on a back porch. And I'm like, holy shit, man, I need to hook up with that.
Listen,
I need to hook up with that.
Travel. I like to travel. I went from Kentucky to Tennessee.
You never traveled to see me.
I attempted to do so. I did. I tried on 2 different occasions to come out to see you. It just didn't work out the way it was supposed to. But that doesn't mean that Parker and Vaughn can't have a meetup. Okay.
Well, Parker and Vaughn need to have a meetup. Parker and Vaun need to have a meetup.
Parker Vaun meetup.
I mean, I may not be around much longer.
It has to be in public.
Oh, you don't trust me? You don't trust me? Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
You are. Do you not see how terrifying you are,
dude?
I have seen and heard the way you and John talk about women. I will never.
No, wait a minute. Hold the fucking phone.
I know that we have outside kids together, but we can't be alone.
There is only 2 motherfuckers that need to be afraid of me, and that's terrorists and criminals. Now, if you fit in one of those 2 categories, then okay, I can see where you might.
You know that I'm a criminal. I commit nothing but I am felonious. I commit nothing but crimes. All the time I commit crimes.
You've been struck by a smooth criminal. Oh shit. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, I guess Michael Jackson was prophetic. Fuck me. Anyway, moving right along. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, we do need to meet up. We do.
We will work on, now that I'm back and I'm streaming.
Now that you're back.
I will set a channel goal so that Vaughn can come and visit me where I'm at, and we will treat you to, maybe 2 nights, stay in a nice place and a meal, and we'll sit down and have a drink, and maybe we can even go and do some karaoke or something. We'll have an activity. Yeah. So I would love to do an activity with you. Yes.
That sounds good. That sounds awesome, man.
The chat is telling me that I'm very high, and I just want to let you know that is correct and accurate. Now let's get on to the road trip. So you're on this road trip for whatever reason. I've never liked John. I stopped talking to you because you and John got too close. I've always saw him as a very toxic person. So what happened to lead up to where we are now? Because you and John were inseparable And I guess y'all were supposed to get a spot together. What happened? Like, catch me up.
That's the thing. I mean, the backers forced me off
One
the
second.
property. Yes.
So anybody who would like to send a Cash App, you can send a Cash App over to Vaughn. For those of you who have tried to send me Cash Apps, I would like to say thank you very much, and I appreciate it. But this is definitely for Vaughn. Vaughn is trying to get to Arizona. So if he makes you laugh, if he gives you a giggle, go ahead, send him $1, send him two. Oh my God, don't do that to the camera. Don't scare the people. We're
I'm not
trying
trying to scare
to,
anybody. No, I'm
you're
not trying to scare anybody.
you're trying to get to Arizona. So we're sitting here
I'm
and we're
trying to get
trying
to
to get
Arizona.
you that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to
Yeah,
get you to
we're trying.
Arizona.
By the way, you need to. I need to pause for just a second because I need to go get my Cash App link and my PayPal link, and then I'll give them to you. Hang on
I'll
just.
put it in the chat. Absolutely.
Yeah, hang on just a second.
Not a problem. I can see the chat. I just want you guys to know I can physically see what you're saying. So I'm with you. I agree with you. I am definitely right there with the chat. I am on board with you guys all day. But just, we've got to make sure we're fair. We definitely have to make sure that we're all fair, He'll be back. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. Now I can say thank you to everybody. Angus and Aurora, thank you guys so much for hitting up the Cash App. I really, really appreciate it. I got stoned. I got off of work. I've been working on this for a couple of days, just trying to reach out and see what's going on. I'll probably be back like once every week, maybe once every 2 weeks. I love kicking it with BGTV and Nova. They're my faves. Oh, hey, Kat. Thank you guys. This is just a really soft rollout. I would love to spend more time talking to cows because I just really like talking to them. It's so much fun. I don't know what to say. It's just really fun for me to have random conversations with people. There he is. There's the Baron.
Yes, here I am.
Okay, so you put it in the.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to get it in there.
No worries.
Yeah.
No.
There we go. Chat. There we go. All right. Now paste.
I missed you too. Hey, Mari.
There. Paste. Oh, come on, man. Okay, try this again. Don't do it. Oh, man. I go to copy I go to paste, and then it keeps wanting to, don't do it. Man, it's aggravating.
Thank you, Todd.
There we go. Finally. Damn. Okay. And my name isn't highlighted. Great. Whatever. Anyway, it's
No
in the
worries.
private chat. Just
It's in the private chat.
I put in the private chat. Now that's the Cash App. That's the Cash App. Now let me go get the PayPal. Hang on.
You got it. I'm gonna put it in my chat so that it's there.
Yeah. Yep.
There we go.
Oh, that's
And so it is pinned. I held up my side of the bargain. Vaughn's Cash App is pinned. Thank you, Todd. Angie's Agnes, sorry. Agnes. I definitely see it went through on my end. If you're having any issues, let me know. But it looks like you sent it twice. So I'm going to send it back if that's okay with you, okay? Because it looks like you did it twice and it looks like it's accident. So I'm going to send it back. Let's see. Get sure. There we go. There we go. Sorry for the dead silence. Sorry for the dead silence. I just want to make sure, because I know sometimes the apps get really funny, so I don't want to do that to anybody. There we go. All right, he's back.
All right, then now I've got the PayPal in there too. So now I've got PayPal and
Put it in the chat.
Yeah, so everything's in
there. So you're good to go.
Yeah, there we go. Excellent. All right. So
there you go.
Now I've totally
talk to me about John. I need to know about John.
Yeah,
somebody in the chat said that John touched you. John, so I'd like to understand that.
John may have touched me inappropriately while I was asleep. That is the story going around. I don't know if it's true because hey, I was asleep, but that is the story going around. No joke. It turns out that John is not exactly who we thought he was. He is he bats for both teams. You know what I'm saying? And
so John is bisexual.
Apparently, I mean, he's going after women and men. So what do you think? You're right.
But I mean, okay. So what man has he gone after?
According to other sources, he was stalking this one dude named, I think his name was Paul. I think his name was Paul or something. And he was stalking this dude, and
how do we know that it was sexual though? Because he could just be a weirdo.
Well, I mean, if you're stalking somebody, it's for a damn good reason, right? I mean,
yeah, it could be because he pissed in his Cheerios. He doesn't like his sweater.
No, it was, according to what I understand, it was sexual in nature. That's my understanding. But
how did you get to the understanding though? Because I want to understand.
Well, the trolls have a litany of information in regards to good old John that I wasn't made privy to. Which oh, we told you about John before you even went down. No, you didn't, motherfuckers. No, you did not. I did not know that man was that way. And I sure as hell didn't know he was interested in me in that way. Okay, that caught me completely by surprise. All right, so yeah, that caught me by surprise, man. But anyways, yeah, so that was a shock to my system because I wasn't prepared for that at all. Yeah, not at all, and that was interesting. And so yeah, I basically wasted $2,000 going to New Jersey, but that's all right.
$2,000.
I'm sure there's yeah, fuck yeah. They give me 1,500, and somehow, some way, I ended up blowing damn near all of it. I put 650 in the bank and ended up blowing that too because John wouldn't stop eating fast food.
I'm like, John, confused. Wait a second. How did John get you to a place where he could touch you while you're incapacitated? Were you guys drinking together?
No, I don't.
You something?
I don't drink. I haven't drink alcohol.
That's what I'm saying. And you seem like a very light sleeper. So how could anyone do anything to you while you're asleep? I know. They said when I hear stuff.
They said we was doing a live show and that I fell asleep, and that while I was asleep during the live, he tried to grab me.
He tried to grab your dingus?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, that's the story. Now, like I said, I'm asleep, so I didn't hear shit or see shit, but that's the story, man. No joke, dead serious. And and then John started becoming very, very controlling. I want, if I talked to anybody, I was just evil, or I was cock blocking him or whatever. And then it started getting worse. If I ate and he didn't know about it, he would get violent. I was sitting at McDonald's.
Wait, yes. Pause.
Yes.
What do you mean get violent?
I'm going to tell you. I'm sitting at McDonald's eating breakfast. I had a sweet lady comes up to me and says, "You look like you could eat." And I said, "Yes, I could." She says, "Well, I just happen to have this free card. Here's a meal card for you for McDonald's. Go eat what you want." I said, "Thank you very much." And so I went up there and I ordered me some breakfast with it. And so I'm sitting there eating. John comes busting through the McDonald's door, starts freaking the fuck out, starts yelling and screaming, "How did you get that breakfast? What are you doing eating that breakfast?" And I'm like, "Dude, what is your malfunction? What in the hell?" And
How did
how
he
do
get
you,
violent towards you?
oh yeah, oh yeah, belligerent, violent, physically assaulting, everything
He
twice.
physically assaulted you?
Yeah, he grabbed me by the throat. He grabbed me by the throat, pinned me up against the wall, and said, "I could kill you for doing this." And I'm
For
like,
doing
"Doing
what? Having a sandwich?
it, yeah, yes, absolutely,
Oh
absolutely,
my.
yeah." Why do you think I'm no longer around the dude?
Okay, but this is what's really odd. Okay, so John may be bisexual. John and Vaughn are together for a while. They're on this
Right,
road trip.
right,
John and Vaughn get into physical altercations. John is possessive of Vaughn and
yes,
is physically violent towards Vaughn.
yeah.
Vaughn flees the situation.
You left,
Sir,
yeah, buddy. I
okay,
left out there in a hurry.
now listen, this sounds like a Lifetime movie. Were you guys in a relationship? Is there something about your relationship that I don't understand? Did John like you more than maybe you liked
Apparently,
him? Like
apparently.
what's going, because it feels like a lover's quarrel. What you're describing to
Yeah,
me is a
no
lover's
shit.
quarrel.
That's what everybody was saying. They're saying he was infatuated with me. He was literally infatuated with me. I mean, what other explanation is there, right?
Hmm.
I mean, what other explanation is there than that? But yeah, he got physical with me twice, and I said, okay, that's it. I'm out of here. See you, bye. When he grabbed me around the throat, man, I said, okay, that's it. Because if it wasn't for my kids, one of us would be in jail right now or in the hospital right now. Let's just put it that way. But luckily for him, I have 3 kids that I desperately want to see someday. Obviously, if I get a felony, I'm never going to see my kids again. So I didn't want to fuck that up. I want to see my kids, obviously. So I didn't press the issue. I just got the fuck out of New Jersey. And
Okay, was there a situation with a sex toy?
yeah, he purchased a sex toy that 2 men share. And I told him that I would not be participating. I made that abundantly clear that I would not be participating. This is all freaking your ass out, ain't it? How do you think I feel? I was living it. How do you
No, no,
think
no,
I
no.
feel?
Okay, so what I need you to like set up the scene for me. Like y'all are hanging out at McDonald's and he like just drops a double-headed dildo on the table.
No,
Like what?
he's like, you need to go buy this for me. And I'm like, I do? He's like, yeah, you need to go buy this for me. I had to go in there and buy it for him because he wouldn't
He,
buy it.
he told you
Yeah.
to go into a sex store and get him a pleasure device.
Yes. And I told him I couldn't do it. So we finally both went in and then he got it.
So then you guys went in together to
Yeah.
get the pleasure
Yeah.
device.
Because he wouldn't go in by himself. So I had to
What
go in with
type
him.
of I'm gonna be so mad to know the answer to this.
Yes, you are.
What type of pleasure device was this?
It's a pleasure device where 2 men utilize it at the same time.
Are we like a double-headed?
Yeah, yeah. Don't die on me. Don't die on me, woman. I just found you again. Don't die on me. What is it about? Every time I find somebody, they either fucking leave me, hate my guts, or they die on me. What the fuck's up with that shit? Why is that, man?
I didn't kick him. I didn't kick him. His signal died. He'll be back. Uh what's a rectal equalizer? What is his path? There he is. I told you he'd be back.
I hit the wrong fucking button. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Are
It's
you
fine.
okay? That's what I want to
No,
know. Are you okay?
no,
You're
I'm
not
not.
okay. Yeah, you're not
Mm-mm,
okay, I bet, are you?
no.
Yeah. Well, how do you think I feel? I lived that shit. How do you think I feel?
I, did you guys try it?
Fuck no. Are you kidding? I ain't doing shit. I ain't that stupid. I ain't trying that shit. No fucking way.
What was
I'm
his
straight. I am
response?
straight as a motherfucking arrow, all right?
I guess my question is, did he propose that you guys use this instrument together?
Not in so many words, no. However, I mean, what other reason would he have purchased it for?
What do you mean, not in so many words? What were the words he used?
Oh fuck, I don't remember. That was goddamn. That was a month ago, dude.
You got
Maybe
me
more.
all over here, sir. Sir, listen, you can't.
Yeah, I know, man.
I need more.
I can't. Okay, I can't because I mean, I live that shit, and I'm trying to block it out of my mind. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm trying to
Were
take the
you
brain bleach and get that shit out of my mind, right?
were you guys okay? So when you both went to purchase it, okay,
Right.
you're together, you purchase it, then
Yeah.
you leave together, right?
Yeah. Right.
Where did you go after you left with it?
I think we went to McDonald's.
You went to McDonald's. And did he ask, did he like make his indecent proposal like McDonald's over like
No,
a
no, no,
video?
no. It wasn't anything like that. It was just, him talking about using it and, how it, that sort of thing.
He
And,
was
and I'm starting to
grooming
get,
you at McDonald's?
I'm starting to get the heebie-jeebies, because of him talking about it. And, and I'm like, yeah, this is not, this ain't working. So yeah, it was getting really bizarre. Yeah. It was getting totally bizarre. Yeah. So yeah, it was not, but yeah, that was it was it was it was a bicycle built for two, you know what I mean? Oh god, that's bad stuff. Bad stuff. You should have been with me. I wish you'd have been with me.
I no,
You could have been with
never.
me for
This
moral
is
support.
why no one wants to be around you because these things happen to you. You got groomed at Walmart. That's again like this is insanity. It's so cool beans. All right, so you and John aren't talking anymore. What is the plan? What are we doing? Where do we go from here?
Where do we
How do
go
we get
from
to our next
here?
destination?
Our next destination is Arizona. I have a cousin out
Arizona.
there. I have a cousin out there that
Hmm.
says she's got a room for me and Sharpie. And so me and Sharpie's going to go out there and investigate, see if that's indeed the
Mm.
case. And if it is, well, then we'll be set. And then I'm going to be turning 62. And when I turn 62, I'm going to go reapply for my SS, my SSI, and my SSDI.
Fuck, we're
Surely I can
old.
get one of them motherfuckers,
Oh
hopefully,
my, oh my God, we're fucking old. All right, listen.
and try to
I,
get one of them.
I have a burning question.
Okay.
There is an incident with a shower and
Oh,
an
yeah.
incident with a lawn and a shit.
Yes. Correct.
So you okay? You understand what because I don't understand what that means.
I
I just
understand exactly what it means. Yeah.
okay. Can you explain to me? I don't. Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
I
Right.
told John, I said I had to take a shit and I can't wait. He says, okay. He pulls over. I go over into the trees. I take a shit and I come back. Just that simple.
Okay.
But the shower thing,
So
that's
why is everybody talking about this shit if that's all it was? You just took a shower. Okay.
because that's all it was. Because they want to blow it up. They want, they want to puff shit up. They want to embellish, Come on, you
Was
know
it
how they do. You know how
was it
trolls do. Come
filmed?
on. Huh? Well, the trolls claim he filmed it. But I don't remember him ever claiming that
Is
he
there
filmed
a
it.
video of you shitting in the woods?
I think so. He may have. I
Are
don't
you,
know.
oh my God.
He may have. He may have. Oh, you ain't heard the latest. Supposedly the big red one's out there. Not one, not two, but three pictures of it. Supposedly the big red one's out there too.
I don't. Oh my God, the fact that I even know what you're talking about.
You know what the big red one is.
I
Oh, come on.
don't want to just stop.
You know exactly what the big red one is.
Mm, mm.
You know exactly what the big red one is. I am Native American Indian after all. You're going to make it through this. I swear you'll make it through it. I promise. I promise. Oh my God, we're at 55 minutes. Holy shit. I didn't know that. 55:46. Wait till it hits 55:55, man. It's going to coming up here in about 2 seconds. 3, 4, 55:55. In the year 35, 35. Anyway, that's a song going way back.
What are you doing tomorrow night, Vaughn?
Not a damn thing. What are you doing?
I can come back and we can hang out for another hour tomorrow night. You want to?
It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. I miss you, man. I do. I mean, I got to tell the truth, man. You know what? You know, if you're smart, if you got any intelligence at all, you know that I've had a thing about you ever since I met your happy ass.
We have discussed that we were not going to discuss this.
we ain't going to discuss obvious shit that even the fucking trolls know. Right? Yeah. Now that we ain't going to discuss that. Yeah. Oh my God, get out of here.
You're the one who gives them fodder. You give them all the fuel. That's why they run around and remind me that we have outside kids. That is why they run around and they say, "Oh, Mr. Parker, when are you and Vaughn going to get married?" You give them fodder to fuck with me. And I get it. I get it. Cool beans. I deserve it. Whatever.
It's not. Okay, hold on. I got a call. Hang on just a second.
Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, Jesus. He's always shooting his shot. He is never not shooting his shot. He's the best. Love him to pieces. Yep, 16 outside kids. Me and Vaughn. Somebody's calling. Vaughn wants to suck Miss Parker's PP. I don't know. Somebody's calling him and messing up our awesome conversation. It would be nice to know, like, what my alternate reality kids look like. I'm not even going to lie. No worries, Melissa. I'm going to be getting out of here in a second, too. I got to get to work. But I got to figure out, you have your womb running these YouTube streets. Absolute ridiculous, man. Candace. Who's Candace?
All right. Oh, I didn't crash. Good.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, but if I go away too long, it knocks me out and I have to come back in.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
So I plan on doing this again tomorrow night if you're willing to join me.
Yes.
Okay, so I will send you another link via email because I have to go to work in the morning. I mean, the rest of us can't just be vacationing in our cars across America.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly like I had a choice. I was physically forced off my property, so
yeah.
So it wasn't exactly like I had a choice.
Your life is a series of unfortunate events. It is, isn't it?
Yes. It is, isn't it? Yeah. And hopefully that's going to change soon. Hopefully that will change soon. I hope so.
Let the chat know. Definitely turn on your notifications. We will be back tomorrow night. I wish everyone the best. This was a very fun, soft rollout for the Miss Parker channel. It's been gone for a long time. Thank you, Vaughn, for hanging out with me. Thank you, Marijuana, for elevating me. And thank you, Grampy Lobster, for sobering me. You guys have a wonderful night.
Well, no, wait. You didn't explain to me how Grampy Lobster put us together. How did that happen?
So
tell me what happened. I'm serious. I want to know.
Absolutely. So when I came into this little niche of the internet, I was following the behemoth and her little skin wart, her little skin tag.
Right.
And G-Man, of course. I mean, who wasn't following G-Man? Right. You did not come into the conversation until after I met Grampy Lobster, because he covered you. He was the one who was talking about you. And when I was like, oh my God, this is great. This guy, who is this Von Helton? What do you mean he talks to the gods? I've been in ever since. Ever since I've been in. And you know what? It's been a fun ride. You're an interesting individual. We've had our ups and our downs, but yeah, you're interesting. I don't think you're any harm to anyone at this point in your life. I'm just here to see, like I said, the road trip that is you. Like, where does it go?
Yeah, well, that's that's the
So
thing.
again,
Where
you
does
have
it
to
go?
shout out Grampy Lobster because, like, if it wasn't for him,
Well,
you
all right.
know,
Okay. Grampy Lobster, whether you be alive or dead, I personally think you're alive. But if you're alive or dead, thank you for putting me and Miss Parker in each other's way. Because it has been a hoot, I have to say. It has been a hoot because I about made her die laughing at least 10 times, if not more. So I take great delight in that, obviously. uh, but yeah, so we can have some more fun tomorrow, huh?
we'll have some more fun tomorrow.
All right, very good.
All right, tell all the people bye.
Bye.
Okay, get out.